Hello everybody, this is Mike Andrew. As you know, all my videos are about providing practical insights as it applies to business and leadership, but my last video, I did something different and the reaction was much more than I expected. It was tremendous in a very positive way. So much so that I was asked by many people to do another version of that. So my video is all about being an American expat or an American executive living and working in the Middle East, in particular Saudi Arabia. I've lived 5 years in Dubai, now 6 years in Saudi. So what I talked about before, and I have to say it again, the level of generosity, hospitality, and respect that I've experienced is incredible, and I wish every person on the planet could experience being treated with respect and generosity and hospitality. It's who they are. It's part of their culture. It's part of their religion. I talked about how Muslims are more Christian than Christians are, or just as much of a Christian, because they believe in Jesus. They truly believe in Jesus, and they can't be a Muslim unless they believe in Jesus. And when they mention Jesus, they call him Isa. They say in Arabic, "May the peace of God be upon him." The same thing they do with the Prophet Muhammad. They believe in Mary and the Immaculate Conception, and there's a whole chapter in Quran about Mary. And actually, Jesus is mentioned throughout the Quran, and they see Jesus as a great man and a great prophet. I talked about how women are treated wonderfully. Don't listen to the media. Ask any woman from Saudi Arabia, they'll tell you how well they're treated. They wear black because they want to wear black. They're proud of their country, they're proud of their culture, and proud of their religion. And the most important person in the family is the mother, and the second most important is the mother, and the third most important is the mother. So, and finally, they believe in one God, and don't we all? It's actually the first commandment in the Bible from Moses, one God. So let me move on and give you some personal examples about generosity and hospitality. You know, when I was back in 2009, I was still living in the Boston area in the States, and I got a call from Abu Dhabi with a company that I had done some consulting work and maintained my relationships with them. They told me about a job they wanted to talk to me about, so they flew me out first class, put me up in a hotel, picked me up, and I met with three of the executives there. And it was all about, "Hello, Mike, how are you? How have things been? How's the family?" And we've just restructured. This is the new organization, and we have a role here for you. Would you be interested? And when can you start? And so I was laughing with them saying, "You flew me all the way out at that expense just to tell me this? You could have done this over the phone." Nope. They wanted to see me. They wanted to talk. It's the relationship. That's how important relationships are. And that was the beginning of my journey. I have many examples, but I can only pick a few here for time purposes. I work in a big complex here in Saudi Arabia, and we have 4 or 5 different entrances. And in each entrance, there's security. And one night I was working late, and I was walking out to the gate, and there were 3 security guards sitting down, having tea and Arabic coffee. They didn't know me, but they called me over. They wanted me to sit down with them. They couldn't speak English, but they wanted me to sit down and join them for tea and Arabic coffee. So I drank my tea, and I drank my Arabic coffee, and somehow we managed to communicate. Something simple like that. That's what I mean about the generosity and hospitality and respect. I've been fortunate enough to have lunch or dinner over some of the people's houses. And I grew up with an Italian grandmother and an Italian aunt, and believe me, they know how to feed you. But I think Saudis are even worse. Whenever I've had dinner or lunch, it's been huge. It's like Thanksgiving. And you cannot get away without having at least 3 plates, and then they want you to eat more. And you can't help it because they're putting more potatoes, more rice, more vegetables, more meat on your plate. So the hospitality is just beautiful to see. One day I was having dinner at this person's house who's a friend of a friend. He's actually my friend now as well. And again, big, huge lunch. And as we're eating, he pointed me to this picture frame. Did you see the picture? And it was a painting of me drawn by his daughter, like a pencil sketch that she drew from a picture that he gave him. I've never met his daughter. But what a wonderful gift. It's a gift I'll always remember and I'll always cherish. Something as simple but personal as that gift. By the way, they love Americans, they love the United States. And that goes back to the days of President Franklin Roosevelt and the original king, Abdulaziz. And ever since then, the relationships between America and Saudi Arabia has been very strong. I ended the last video by talking about how proud the Saudis are of their country. There's no divisiveness at all. They're very proud, and they love their culture, and they love their families, and they're very focused on what's called their Vision 2030. It's a vision of transformation. They all know about it. Everybody knows about Vision 2030 to one extent, to another, to some extent. And it's a vision of transformation. And they're moving fast, very fast. It's all about becoming a global model of excellence for the world. And it's about diversifying their economy far beyond oil, and the government being more effective in ensuring full employment for its citizens, and providing a healthy and fulfilling life for its citizens, and enabling social responsibility for its citizens. Full transformation. They're well on their way, and watch out, because of the pride and commitment of the Saudi people. It's happening, and it's going to continue to happen. Good things. You're going to see good things out of Saudi Arabia in the years ahead. One other thing, a couple of other things I want to mention about Saudis is, coming from America, I've always heard about the work ethic in the United States. We work hard, which is true. But the people I deal with in my company at the vice president and executive team level, I've never seen people that work as hard as they do. The commitment to their role, to drive performance, achieve results. And by the way, our company's vision and strategy is also aligned to the country's Vision 2030. So the work ethic is incredible. And by the way, the level of intelligence, these people are brilliant, brilliant. I work with some brilliant, very intelligent people that have been educated not only in Saudi, but in the United States and Great Britain. So that's a little bit of a few things I wanted to say that built off my last video. I hope you enjoy it, and thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time.